Peace stars, what's up, man? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had a stream earlier that I accidentally canceled. You know what I'm saying? But it happens, man. So anyway, this is me live, the Knicks podcast. As you see at the bottom of the screen, we got State of the Knicks podcast. He's gonna join us here. We're gonna be talking about Mitchell Robinson, his injury, man. So let's without further ado, because I got Sliz waiting. The Knicks podcast. You with any stars, Slizzy? Let's get busy. So what's going on, Sliz, man? Sorry for that little mix up.
So man, I'm good, man. I'm just looking at the injury report for the Atlanta Hawks, and they got a lot of guys out. So Knicks just
Who's
keep
out?
breaks. Tony Snell is doubtful. Bogdan is out. Chris Dunn is out. DeAndre Hunt is out. Rajon Rondo is out.
Oh, that's good for us. But
Yeah,
they still got a lot of talent over there, man. So we still got a lot to worry about.
they do, but this is a barometer game for me. Like I would I would want the Knicks to win this game. It'll tell me a lot about their season and what type of team they are. Because I'm tired of having games where we're really supposed to win and then we lose by 20 to Cleveland with no starting backcourt. Like stupid games like that. Like games we're supposed to win. We're starting to win them now though, because we're getting in the midst of the season. So I guess guys is now finally getting in shape. So we'll see. It's looking
Yeah,
good.
man. We gotta let that Damian Dotson point guard game go, man. That was rough. Gotta forget about it, man. I get it. I still kicked the air. I still punched the air, for that game too, man. I was like, we should never have lost that game.
Nah, never, yo. That was a bad loss. That was a real bad loss. That was
Yeah.
a real bad loss.
Well, speaking of punching the air, because I totally missed it when Mitch hurt his hand. This is the thumbnail for this pod right here. They got it circled here, even with that thing highlighted. I still can't really see how he hurt his hand, man. So apparently he swung it down and Julius Randle came in contact with him. Did you see the play?
Basically, Randall was going like, yo, I don't want to sound like I'm getting on Randall, but he was going for a rebound he had no business going for. And he was going for the rebound, rightfully so, because Tibbs, being the good coach that he is, he's keeping Randall's in these games, letting him stat pad, trying to get him in the All-Star game. I respect it. But come on, bro. Come on, Randall. You gotta let Mitch get that rebound, bro. But that it was an accident though. Randall elbow came down on Mitch's hand. It was a freak play. I'm glad that was the injury Mitch had, and it wasn't worse, honestly. So I hope we don't see him till like April, like mid-April. I would want to see him. This is why I'm kind of glad we signed Nerlens Noel, who's also top 10 in the blocks right now in the NBA.
Mhm.
So yeah, shout outs to Leon Rose for that Nerlens Noel pickup. Now I see why I like the pickup. I remember early in the season I was complaining about it. I was like, yo, Nerlens trash. He got stone hands. But now I can see the value of having a Nerlens Noel because we ain't got no Mitch for a couple of weeks, 4 to 6 weeks from what I
Yeah,
read.
yeah. We got Taj Gibson too, man. Thank God we got Taj too. Taj is an active
Yeah,
body. He's been playing pretty good for us.
yeah. And Taj has one of the best plus minuses on the team in the last couple of games. And Derrick Rose. Shout outs to Derrick Rose. Now, when I complain to you and I say I hate vets, right?
Yeah, not just to me, but go ahead.
Three quality vets, bro. Three quality vets that help with winning. So that's the type of vets that I would like to see. Like I don't like to see Alfred Payton type of vets. Like though the ball hogging, even though Alfred has been playing well past few games, he has been making me eat crow. I've been still cringing at his play, but Thibodeau's smart. Thibodeau has been he'll play him 9 minutes in like the first quarter, and then he probably that man might not see a minute for the next couple for like 15, 20. So I like what Thibodeau was doing with Alpha Payne and Maine quickly in those boys, but mainly Mitch, his injury, and then picking up Taj, picking up Nerlens in the offseason. Great pickups. That was great.
So you mean to tell me that you don't miss Wayne Ellington at all?
Oh
You
my
don't. You mean you don't miss vets like that, Wayne Ellington, and what's the other bums that we had the last couple years, man? You don't miss
man,
none of those
Reggie
guys.
Bullock's a bum. Like we still got bums currently on the team that I hate watching, but I'm gonna stomach it because we still got a top 5 defense, so I can't really complain much about it.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that stuff, man, let me share this thing here. I came across a video of this I don't know what he is, a doctor or a physical therapist or whatever, but I mean he actually has a YouTube channel. Let me just make sure I get the audio correct with this guy. But let me remove that. So anyway, he's like a doctor or a physical therapist. I guess we'll find out in a second. Introduce himself. But he actually breaks down all injuries that happen in the NBA. So not just NBA, sports in general. So for people that are going to be following this podcast, let's give him a shout out. This is what's his name? Uh, Nick Gallo. His YouTube channel is Nick Gallo DPT. So he is a personal physical therapist or whatever. So we're gonna watch this video actually, maybe like the first minute or so, so we could just get a little breakdown of what this Mitch injury actually is. You ready for that, Mitch? From State, you ready for that?
Yeah, man, I'm intrigued, man. I like when I type in the Knicks on YouTube and I just see random videos of other people who puts out Nick content, but it's like positive Nick content or stuff that I really don't know about. Like I had a guy on my pod, Scout with Brian, and he had a video about the Knicks offense and how Tibbs unlocked it. So yeah, I'm intrigued, man. Like, let it go.
All right, let's let it rock.
New York Knicks center Mitchell Robinson recently went down with a right hand fracture, and it just came out that he's scheduled to have surgery next week, and he should miss anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. Now, on the actual play that Robinson was injured on, we saw him jump up and attempt to block a shot with his left hand, but in doing so, he made contact with Julius Randle with his right hand. And right after that, we saw that he grabbed at that hand and he was shaking it out and noticed the pain. Now, the specific fracture that Robinson is dealing with is something known as a fourth metacarpal fracture. And so, some people may not be too familiar with this diagnosis. We're going to take a very close look at that in today's video. Welcome, basketball fans. For those of you that aren't familiar with me, my name is Nick Gallo, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy. And with today's video, we're going to take a very close look at that fourth metacarpal fracture that Mitchell Robinson recently suffered against Washington. First, I'm going to show the actual play that Robinson was injured on so that we get a good visualization for his mechanism of injury. Then I'll go over the specific anatomy associated with something known as a fourth metacarpal fracture. And after that, we'll go ahead and we'll look at some potential surgical options and the typical time frame for recovery. If you like today's video,
So that's dope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's about
Cool.
he's about to get busy. He's about to break it down big time with the video and all that shit. So anyway, this is Nick Gallo DPT. You can just go to his YouTube channel. You can pull up the video yourself and watch it at your leisure. But he's gonna get a little long in the tooth, but we'll leave that for you guys to go check it out. So for the most part, he was just gonna play the video, and then just break down what it is. But we already said it's a metatarsal, couple of whatever it is gonna be like 4 to 6 weeks, man. So that's a lot of time, a lot of basketball, a lot of games in between there that we got to get through, man. How do you think this affects us?
I seen a picture. I can't currently find it, but I know I seen a picture, and it had various NBA players on it that had the same injury that Mitch had, and it varied between 14 games and 29 games. So, you know, I don't think it's going to impact us that much because we got Nerlens, but at the same time, you can see the offenses. You can see where Mitch has missed on the offense, the vertical threat. And on defense a little bit too. The switchability is different from Mitch and Nerlens. Nerlens can't really guard the perimeter like that. Mitch can. Mitch is probably it's probably the number one reason why we're at where we're at as far as the defense is concerned. But I don't think we gotta worry. I like Nerlens, man. I like what he's doing. Even though he got stone hands, I like what he's doing. He top 10 in blocks. He does his job. He talks a good game. He's finally become a good tenant. Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not trashing his hotel rooms no more. That stuff that he was doing on Philly. So we good, man. We good. We got a solid vet. I know Todd's gonna keep them boys in check. Uh, and this injury got everybody talking about Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
And I know that's probably a segue. He was going to talk about that next. But this Mitchell Robinson injury doesn't really affect, I think, what the Knicks is trying to do, because we got a similar center with a similar skill set. So I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be playing 500 basketball. We're going to be straight.
So how do you go about it? Do you start Nerlens Noel? No, we didn't do the last game. This will be the first game tonight that we do it. So do you start Nerlens Noel or do you start Taj?
Nah, you got to start Nerlens. Got to start Nerlens. Got to start. But you start him and you don't overplay him, because you don't want to be down two centers now. Like now it's like, oh man, you don't want to be down both of them. So just try to play him 20 minutes a game. Tibbs, don't do the nonsense and play him 12 minutes straight in a quarter. I'm already scared for Randall. I already told you this. Like, I'd be scared sometimes for Randall, because Randall be kicking ass. Don't get me wrong. Like that, I don't know if he trained with Carmelo Anthony, but he'll take a mid-range jumper that sideline fade away like Melo. I cringe. And then goes in and I'll be like,
You're not the only one, man.
I'll be like, oh, okay. But I'm cringing while he's taking the shot, because I'm not used to seeing that. I'm used to seeing him do dumb nonsense. So shout outs to Randall, man. Shout outs to Randall, man. But,
Yeah, he has been training. He's been training with Melo, especially that dude, the famous trainer that everybody trains with, in in New York here. They've been training, doing those little one-on-one moves and stuff. So Randall, the last few years, he's really been trying to perfect that. So this is like, all this is systematic, what they're trying to do with this. But I'm looking at the games. He's actually going to miss the last 9 games of this schedule, because we don't have the second half of the schedule yet, because they're anticipating maybe they might have to shut down the season due to COVID. But everything seems to be going well, so they haven't really announced that second season yet. So. Mitchell Robinson, we won't see him until they announce the new schedule. Because we're talking about 9 games, so that gets into the 3rd week. So around the 4th week or so, that'll be like the first week of the new schedule. So that's the next time we'll see Mitchell Robinson.
all right. Hopefully, man. I watch Anthony Davis go down. I'm watching the game. I'm like, man, I don't want to see Mitch until next season. That's how bad that was, man. Them injuries. Yeah. It's just Thibodeau. Behind the scenes, I'm hoping Kenny Payne, Mike Woodson, just tell Thibodeau, man, put down the goddamn coffee, man. Don't run these boys too hard today, man. Because I do not want Mitch to get some freakish injury. You see Blake Griffin. And I know you read the reports about him. He possibly getting brought out. Would you be intrigued by that a little bit?
Hell no, not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Have you had a chance to see him play, Blake Griffin?
Yes, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Would you play hard if you played for the Pistons?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
So go on, man. Go on, man. Yeah, but the reason why I brought his name up, because I'm just hypothetical. You got Mitch, right? Mitch is hurt right now, right? So Nerlens, look, he said no early. So Nerlens is out there. We could Blake come here. Taj is out the rotation, so now you got Obi and Taj. Obi, Taj, Derrick Rose, and quickly coming off the bench. What's the issue with that? I said something wrong.
You're putting Blake in that mix?
I mean, shit. Why not?
I mean, once you got everybody healthy, if everybody's healthy and Blake is still here, then it's redundant. We just got too many bigs at that point.
But then that but here's the thing though. Taj and Nerlens don't necessarily gotta play, right?
I got you.
They can be like Tip's favorite word, situational. You get what I'm saying? So if they could be situational, I mean, I don't know. You never know. You never know. Tibbs will probably put in that call. You never know. So,
but we definitely got to be careful with that defense because these guys are all staples in the defense that we've been putting out there, and Blake Griffin is not known for playing defense, so that'll mess up the whole thing there. Once you pop that plug, then they might start leaking out that little piece there.
I mean, but I'm just intrigued a little bit. I mean, if we win tonight and we win the next game, I ain't gonna hold you up. I think I want playoffs. There's no way you look back. There's no way you cannot look back. It's no way. If we win tonight against the Hawks in the next game, it's no way. That's why I'm talking about a guy like Blake Griffin because the buyout market is going to be out soon, right? AD is hurt. Hypothetically speaking, when you're looking at the schedule, right? Let's look at the schedule real quick. And I would love for you to put it on the screen too, just so people can see okay. the picture that we could probably paint. But the Knicks right now we're 7th in the East, and we 13 and 15, right? We tied with Charlotte, right? So we're playing the Hawks tonight. If we beat the Hawks, now we 14 and 15. 14 and 15, and we would be 5th in the East. And then and look at those next few games. All winnable games. Magic is winnable because Magic is just the worst team in the NBA right now besides the Timberwolves. And I feel bad for the Magic because they got a lot of talent, and I think that they're losing because they don't have much of their talent there. But they're going to be a good team next season. A sneaky good team. They a low-key candidate for Cade Cunningham. So I like what they're doing over there. But Cole Anthony hurt. Isaac hurt. What's the other dude? Damn, they just had another injury. But they got a lot of injuries, so I know we could get them. Timberwolves, they could be had, right? But, this the Knicks. So that's probably a game we'll lose, knowing that we feeling too good about ourselves and we'll lose that game. But then we got the Kings. And then we got the Pistons. So these are all the winnable games. And then what's today? Monday. By Saturday, the Knicks could realistically be the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. And if I'm sitting here waking up Saturday morning and we the 4th seed, and I'm looking at the buyout market and I see anybody. I don't care who. Russell, Blake, I don't care. Any one of those dudes, bring them along for the ride. You gotta bring them along, because now you just on some 1999 Knicks finals run type of. You gotta keep that energy going.
You know what's funny, man? Like every podcast that we do, I've been trying to get you to say that for the longest time, and now look at you. Look at us. Look at us. Won't you look at us?
That only happens when you win, though. You got to show. Knicks haven't shown anything the past. No, I'm going to let them rock. Since 2017, because 2017 was the year that I felt like we started everything over. 2017, that's the year when we started everything over. Even though we blundered and we took Frank Ntilikina, that was the year when everything was supposed to be all good. So we started to rebuild. Before that, man, I was watching guys like Andreas Bargnani. What is he doing, folks? Like, you got that. Jerome James, Tony Douglas. Oh, my God. Marbury. I remember Marbury sitting on the bench, chewing gum. They asking Larry Brown, why is he not playing? He like, I don't know. Larry Brown, Larry Brown was trading draft picks. You got Isaiah Thomas. I got 5 20-point scorers. The list just goes on and on. So just to see winning, I'm amazed at it. And if they could, this is the game I circled on my calendar for. That's the game I really want to win, because that's the game that's going to tell me about my season. Because we playing against Atlanta Hawks crew, who a lot of people think they got a better young core than we do. And I strongly disagree with that. So,
but they got a lot of talent. They got a lot of redundant talent, I want to say. But I mean, they got Gallo. Gallo just got healthy. A bunch of guys got healthy over there. But and they're so healthy that they're trying to get rid of John Thomas over there. What do you think about John Thomas?
I mean John Collins.
Yeah, Collins. Yeah,
Mr. Collins. I like Collins. He's cool. He's not better than Randall though, and that's crazy that I'm saying that. He's not better than Randall. So I'm not even looking John Collins' way. I already got Obi. I already got Taj. I'm good. But he's a good player, though. A team that John Collins fit a lot of teams. But if there was one team I think he could go to and he could flourish, I would like him on the Bucks. I would like him on Miami. I think he would be good for Miami.
Yeah, I agree with Miami.
I think he would be good for Phoenix, too. And I like him for San Antonio, another team. Okay. I like him for San Antonio, a couple of teams. And definitely Dallas. Because Dallas, soft. Bruh, I like Luka. I respect Luka. Soft. He's soft. Porzingis soft. When you 7'3" and you don't like to post up, and this feels like you who've watched Patrick Ewing in his prime, you should feel very disrespected.
I'm trying to sync something up right now, man. It's not even the fact that he don't like to post up; it's that he's just incapable of posting up. I'm going to show a video right now. There was also one with when Melo was playing defense on him. And Melo, they said Melo locked him up, then Melo still got it. The fact of the matter is that that Kristaps Porzingis, he has no moves. Look at this. Look at how Zion just scoops by him.
Yo, that move, and that move by Zion was just so simple because he double crossed Hezzy. Like real simple move.
Look at Kristaps' legs though. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Check out his legs. He just stranded on the island. He can't move.
I forgot who was calling that play. Was it Ramona Shelburne? I think it was.
No. Don't disrespect, man. That's my baby. That was my girl Doris Burke.
Oh, Doris Burke.
Yeah, that's my future baby mama right there, man.
My fault, Miss Doris Burke. Oh my God. But yeah, she was calling that play, and Porzingis' defense is just so trash, man. He ruined his career by asking out of the Knicks. He ruined his career. And when I say that from a genuine standpoint of, we protected Porzingis as a fan base. You got the media, we protected him. Even though he was always hurt, we still protected him. Everybody. And then for him to just, I'm at work. I remember the day he got traded. I'm at work, bro. And it's like 5 o'clock, like 5:05. So I get a thing on my phone. And I see Porzingis just left a meeting with Steve Mills, Scott Perry, and he's very frustrated. So I'm like, man, that ain't about nothing, man. Man, 15 minutes later, man, that man was out the door. That man was out the door. And rightfully so. Because Knicks media, they would have ate that up. So, man, you ruined his career, man. But thank you for the draft picks, though. I appreciate it. I like seeing Luka frustrated, man. Seeing Luka frustrated.
Aside from the drama, all that stuff, how the Knicks got rid of him, it's just the simple fact, basketball-wise, he can't create his own shot. He never could. Everybody gets hyped up when they see the stat line. He got 36 points and this, that, and the other. How did he get those points? He got those points by playing like, just he's just bigger than everybody. If he gets a step, if we're playing up tempo, he should score in that way. You can't really stop him when he's on the move. But if it breaks down to the point where it's a half court thing, now he can't move laterally. So the fact that he can't move laterally anymore, you saw it in the video. The fact that he can't move laterally, he can't get past Melo on defense. Old man Melo, he can't get past him. All you do is push him out to the perimeter, and he can't do nothing. He's never asked for the ball in the post. You never in your life saw Porzingis do like this. Trying to get the ball like that. Never in your life have you seen him do that. They don't really make plays for him outside of a pick and roll type of thing. And he's just a 3-point shooter at 7'3". So we paying him 30-something mil too.
Yo, bro, coaching.
They are.
It's coaching. I don't think Rick Carlisle's the coach for him. That's why I say like he kind of ruined his career, bro. Like you go when you're in the East and you're an all-star, it will behoove you to try to stay in the East and not go to the West with all those goddamn dominant bigs when you would never be an all-star. So that's on him, bro.
Yeah, but Kristaps, we don't even put bigs on him anymore. If you watch anybody that plays defense, they always put a small guy on him. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to put a small guy on Kristaps on defense, and then that's a red flag right there. You don't need that big man because he's not a big man. You cut his legs off, he can't do anything. All he's doing is standing there like this with a guy in his chest. He can't do anything. A face up 7'3" guy that is a waste of life right there.
Waste, bro. How much you get paid? $158 million? Oof.
Yo, 30-something million a year, bro. I want to say he gets paid damn near because Mitch shout out to Julius Randle, he gets paid 19 a year. I think this guy gets paid like almost 20 million more, like 15 million more than Julius Randle. Could you imagine that?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, we would have been screwed, man. We would have been screwed big time because then we won't be able to talk shit about, oh yeah, we're gonna get this guy, we're gonna get this guy. We won't be able to talk that shit because nobody will want to come to play with a cripple like Kristaps,
Wait, hold on. Big task at hand. Why bring Blake when the Knicks have Obi?
Yeah, I left it up there for a reason. Go ahead.
Blake or Obi's gonna run the backup center. We're gonna play small ball, right? We got Burks, we got Derrick Rose, and we got Emmanuel Quickly. You can't tell me that's not the best bench of basketball. No,
you give up a lot. You give up a lot of defense, though. We won't be.
Who we giving up defense with? Who we giving up defense with?
Well, if you got those two guys, then you're not gonna be playing Mitch. You're not gonna be playing Noel. You're not gonna be playing Taj.
No,
you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose that anchor. What's that?
In this scenario, though, this is because Mitch is hurt in this scenario. Now I'm paying. And then when Mitch come back and he's healthy, I'm assuming Thibodeau. When Mitch get back healthy, he's starting him. So this is just based off assumption that Mitch is going to be starting, right? Once he gets back, and then Blake and Obi still going to be able to come off the bench, get their minutes with IQ and Derrick Rose. I mean, that's some fire. That's some firepower. They said, okay, I understand Blake is damaged goods. I understand it. We got big dog Randall. I'm not worried about Blake. All right, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Yeah, but check it though. Check it. We got Obi Toppin though. If we got Obi Toppin, if they basically the same player, except that Obi Toppin is a little younger, right? At this juncture right now, Blake Griffin and Obi Toppin are basically the same player. It kind of don't make no sense to go after Blake because we
it don't. It was just like, I don't know. You never know with Tibbs, man. It don't make no sense to start Alfred Payton. We starting him, right? So whatever, man. I'm just saying, man. The more the merrier, man. The more the merrier for me.
But you're onto something though, because you're saying that like this is the season where they're gonna start buying guys out, and we got to be have something available to try to attract somebody over. So I mean, it does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense.
Why wouldn't I don't know. It's just me. Like knowing Tibbs, like why wouldn't he want to get Blake and then play Blake and Obi with Burks, and then I don't understand. I think Tibbs would do. Tibbs is the mad scientist. I'm not, man. I think Tibbs would do some crazy nonsense like it. I don't like it. I wouldn't love it, but I would enjoy it because I know that now I got Blake, Obi, and Randall. Okay. I got some firepower in that front court now, and then I got situational Nerlens Noel, who could come in, he could block some shots. That's a deep bench right now. And then we crying about Randall minutes. People talking about Blake damaged goods. We don't want Randall to get hurt. We got Blake and Obi now. So now Tim's damn sure not gonna play Randall 40 minutes. And we're gonna have a good offense. I think Blake will improve the offense too. I don't know. That's just me, man. That's just a buyout candidate.
he said, please, my man said, please don't say Blake no more.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, well, we painting the picture here, though. But I mean, like, say Tom Thibodeau, he plays a tight rotation, so he's not going to go super deep playing guys like that. But like since we're talking about that stuff, I want to mention Drummond because I did do a pause earlier today talking about Drummond, and I had a couple guys on there, and they all seemed to be kind of against it until I opened up the the scenario. Then it kind of like but at the same time we didn't get to talk about it because we had to break out. But I think it was Sim was like, but if Boston gets Drummond, they're gonna be unstoppable. They're gonna this, that, and the other. But at the same time, it was like when the Knicks get Drummond, it's like, I don't know if that really does anything for us. But to Boston, it makes them a monster. So I mean, like, what's the thing here?
You want your vibe? I like this thought process from you. You want some? We can't let them get better because we're in the same division as them. So how about we go get him before they do? I like that idea.
No, I'm looking at it from a standpoint is that like it enhances our game plan because we're playing bully ball, defense and stuff like that. Most of the stuff is inside. We're playing a lot of inside, not really so much 3-point shot. So adding Drummond will give us another look where whenever Mitch can't create his own shot, if it comes to a point where Drummond got the ball and he can make a play, he can make that play. He can do a spin move inside, make layups on the inside, something that Mitch Robinson can't do right now. So getting Drummond, in my opinion, will enhance what we're already doing, And then of course it's going to demote Noel eventually when Mitchell come back. But Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench to spell Drummond, that's great. And then like you got Noel to come in whenever we need to hard foul somebody or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking.
So question before and this ties into Drummond as well. Do you see Obi Toppin as a small forward?
No, man. I don't know what I'm looking at when I see Obi Toppin, man, because I mean, like everybody got hyped up with that alley-oop play that he made. You know what I'm saying? That was nice and all that. But it's like, he's ineffective unless we can get him in a situation like that. It literally has to be in a pick and roll situation where he can get into space and make a play and finish, So I feel like that's too much stuff like isolated just for him to be successful. So I really don't see. Plus, he's not strong, man. He was posting up. Who was he posting? Oh, he was talking about it the other day. He was posting up my man Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson had him locked, like 15 feet out, and Obi couldn't move, but he still was able to score on him because he shot the ball almost behind him. He couldn't really do nothing with him, So I really don't see. I really don't know what I'm looking at with Obi yet. So I mean, this is like a developing thing with him.
So since we keeping him at the 4, now Drummond. Now I'm looking at Drummond. Low key, Drummond would be an excellent addition to the Knicks squad, but I'm not trading for Drummond. You get what I'm saying? Now, if he get bought out, the Knicks need to be the first team to call his phone. That is a fact. Because if he gets bought out, and you got a center rotation of Mitch and Drummond, now you can say to teams, okay, we gonna bully you all game. Because now you got to deal with Drummond. This dude this dude on rebounds, man, the energy is always there. I think he averaged like 1.5 plus steals, 1.5 plus blocks. Rebounding is crazy the past 5 years. But I read stuff like scouts saying, I read a tweet that a scout said, Drummond will give you 30 and 20, but have no impact on the game. I agree with stuff like that.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier today.
Yeah, but everything got to be in context. So, dog, this is where a lot of people fail to realize, including me. Like I be coming to conclusions sometimes with no context. Like guys like Drummond, with the right coach in the right situation, can be very helpful to to championship aspirations, because you can put him on a guy like Embiid, right? You don't really want a guy like Mitch on Embiid. You could put a guy like Drummond on Marc Gasol. You don't really want Mitch guarding Gasol. You want Mitch guarding them athletic dudes like Jarrett, like Triple J, or Zion. You want him on those type of dudes. That's the type of dudes you want Mitch on. You don't want him on those big, burly, strong, and B types. Mm-mm.
Well, check it. Like, yeah, I got the schedule up. Against the Sixers, I don't think the Sixers want to see the Knicks if we got Julius Randle on one side and Drummond on the other side, starting the game off. I don't think they want to see that. I definitely don't think that that Ben Simmons wants to see that when he's driving the lane. You know what I'm saying?
I think against Philly, I would start Mitch. I would have Drummond come off the bench in that series. In a series like against the Nets, I would start Drummond, and I would have Mitch come off the bench.
Well, why would you flip flop? What's the reason for flipping with Philly?
Because I don't want Drummond to foul out early. You know what I'm saying? So I want Mitch to take on the challenge first, get him out his game a little bit. Now, if Mitch get 2 early fouls, now you get the big boy Drummond on you, and now we're gonna wear you down. But a team like the Nets, who got elite perimeter players, right? You don't want a young guy like Mitch out there. Like, you want to protect Mitch. I think Tibbs would start Drummond over Mitch in a series like that. And that's the series a lot of people are talking about. Like, if the Knicks do make the playoffs, if we see the Nets first round, that's the dream. That's the dream right there. And the Mavericks, while the Mavericks give us a top 5 pick.
Well, I look at it like this. Let's say if we're playing a team like Philly, I want Drummond to face off against Embiid, because I feel the opposite. I want Drummond to foul out Embiid, because now Embiid has to guard Drummond, and then while he's doing that, trying to keep him occupied, you got Julius Randle on the other side. So that to me dispels like drama for Embiid. He's gonna be trying. He got 2 guys to manhandle down there. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna punish a dude like Embiid on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
But they got the white. You don't want Mitch out the white.
But I'm not worried about the white if we got Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not afraid of anything that Philly does. I don't even understand why they're 18-9. Why are they 18-9? Who else is on that team that's making them so good?
Yo, you have no respect for their roster.
The Knicks are winning right now, so I got no respect for none of these people, bro. I feel like we could beat, because I mean, did we play Philly? I can't remember. No, I think Philly beat us, right?
Yeah,
Philly beat us, but we beat the Bucks already. We beat Indiana. We should have beat Indiana twice. We should have beat the 76ers when we played them. Charlotte. I forgot we won against Charlotte or not. But I think we beat the Celtics, even though the Celtics weren't healthy. Miami Heat, we took them. We banged with them. You know what I'm saying? It could have went both ways. The Bulls, we beat them. Just going on and on. I feel like any team in the NBA we could beat, man. So, that's what intrigues me about Drummond, is it because he kind of like fills in what we are already doing, so it just enhances us in the same way that Derrick Rose enhances the backcourt. He didn't really take no minutes from nobody else. He just took Rivers out and we put him in there, and it just enhanced us. So taking Mitch out, which is not a demotion, because he's still gonna have an important role, coming off the bench and stuff. But adding Drummond to that spot, I think that would just enhance everything that we're doing.
Listen, Knicks better not trade for no Drummond. If they trade for Drummond, You got to give up. Listen, I'm giving them the minimum. I'm not giving them Knox in no second round for draft. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. Y'all be
But
having.
you said second round though. Knox in the second round, you wouldn't
I'm
do.
not doing that for no German. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that.
Knox in a second round pick though.
No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not giving up a young 21-year-old. Wait, first of all, James Dolan spent 1.5 million on Kenny Payne. Kenny Payne is not here to just let Knox walk out that door in his third season. That is no way, no how. That's malpractice to me. I can understand if Frank Ntilikina goes because the guy who drafted Frank was fired the next day. But Knox, no. No.
But
No.
you see the rumors that Knox is on the trade block.
Fake news. Fake news. I need proof. Leon Rose, when the last time Leon Rose spoke?
Yeah, he kind of don't need to though.
Yeah, but he don't speak. But everybody got this new report about somebody being on the trade block.
Well, he used to be an agent, so he's the master of that passive aggressive language. You know what I'm saying? So he's the master of that stuff. So he don't really need to say nothing. He already got his minions out there doing his thing.
Listen, Thibodeau said four names in preseason: Knox, Obi, RJ, IQ. The other guys, I can't speak for the other guys, so I'm just going off of what coach said.
Yeah,
so
coach said that, but I mean, now fast forward to now, where's Knox at?
Where Knox is on the bench because Reggie Bullock is a vet, and Reggie Bullock provides great defense right now, and I can understand why Knox is on the bench. And Knox is 21. It is no rush. It's no rush. It's no rush. Tibbs got 5 years. Knox could grow. When Tibbs got Luol Day, Luol was 25. Come on. Come on now. Of course Tibbs is going to play Luol Day 39 minutes a game. He's 25. So I got to separate, a lot of people got to separate emotions and understand what Tibbs is doing right now. We don't see what's going on behind the scenes. I got high hopes for Knox. That 39% from three, what I seen earlier from this season, was like, okay. And also, Knox, when he came in the last game, right? Boom. Yeah. Knox will be used for a much bigger trade. Who we trading for, man? I hate when people say that, yeah. Who we trading for?
That's what I was about to ask you. What would be like the trade that you would throw a Knox in? What would have to happen in order for you to like part ways with him?
People don't like my trade that I would toss him in. People ain't gonna like it.
You're gonna say Giannis?
No. Too much emotion. See, with you, I can talk to you about it because you're not emotional. You get what I'm saying? Like you value the orange and blue, right? So you're not emotional about this. You know what I would trade Knox for? I would give up Knox, Julius Randle, and Frank Ntilikina for Bradley Beal. I would give up the 2022 pick unprotected. I would give up the 2024 pick unprotected. I would give up Dallas 2023 pick. Dallas 2023 pick. And I would give up the Hornets second round pick. And I would start that trade conversation right there. So
for Bradley Beal?
Yes. But on Bradley Beal gotta commit though before I do that trade. Like he gotta commit to a longer term deal. So like as soon as we trade for him, we know he's re-signing. That's the deal I would do.
Would you like to hear my reaction to it?
Go ahead.
Hell no.
I respect it. I respect it.
Because you got to look at Bradley Beal right now. The last 2 seasons, they haven't been winning. He's been averaging 30-something points a game. But I mean, like what have they been doing the whole time he's been there? Then he's showing off. He's showing his ass now since they're losing and stuff. He's out there, not giving guys pounds and that type of thing. So to give all this stuff up, he just shows that he's just like no better than say like a Kyrie, the way Kyrie acted in Boston. You know what I'm saying? We kind of don't need that to bring him here, especially if you're going to give away, our MVP candidate in Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? Because we giving up everything that we do just to get Beal, and plus we giving up a lot. You said you just it's like I couldn't stop you. You was giving away.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish that trade.
Yeah.
Let me finish that trade. You got to give me Bill, and you got to give me Rui. I want Rui Hachimura. You give me Bill and Rui, I'll think about it. But the only reason why I'm saying, and they got to give me a second round pick. You're definitely right because you're giving up a lot of bang for your buck.
But I'd rather keep half of that stuff and let them keep Rui because I think Rui is like a trash, man.
But see, people putting. You can't tell me the Wizards, right? If you're an owner of a business, right? Mm-hmm. You can't tell a shareholder your NBA team, hey, look, man, I'm going to trade out 34-point per game scorer for two guys who don't play in the Knicks' current rotation and a couple of future first-round picks that we don't know where the hell these picks is going to be at. That's where he's going. Y'all might as well sell a damn team. You might as well sell a damn team. I sound like Isaiah Thomas. Look. I try to play the game, right? Of trading for Bradley Beal. That's all I got. I'm trying to give you equal value. I feel like Knox, Frank, he capping. Y'all don't even like Knox and Frank, man. Y'all don't even like Knox and Frank. A lot of these people don't like Knox and Frank. So let's stop it. It's Randall, cool. Why the hell Washington is not asking for Randall? I'm not giving up RJ. I give up my parents before I give up RJ. RJ is special to me. It's personal with me. That's the highest pick of my lifetime. He cannot go in no trade. No. Nope. I trade the whole damn roster before I trade RJ Barrett, and I trade all them damn first round picks too. Trade them.
What do you think about Trevor Ariza? Everybody keep mentioning Trevor Ariza in the chat.
He can pull up. You know how many dudes will pull up to a Knicks tape run to the playoffs right now? That if we win tonight, Eru, I promise you, if we win tonight, it's going to be that people going to start talking that Knicks tape talk. They're going to start talking it, man. And it's gonna be good too. We need that type of energy, man. And it seemed like, man, you know what else I like about Tibbs? Low key, underrated. You notice that the media don't talk bad about him, right?
They better not.
You know why they don't though?
Because he got them hands. He's like, try Jesus. That's what Tibbs is saying. They already know already. You better keep his name. You better keep his name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs got them hands.
Yeah, you know the movie I was watching, speaking of hands, I was watching is it Into the Dragon? When Bruce Lee was climbing the building and he finally got to the last floor with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's what I thought about when you said Tibbs got the hands.
No, but it's for real though. Tibbs already showed everybody that he's not afraid to step to somebody, and he ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? He's 60-something years old. He ain't got no kids to pass nothing down to. So he's like, yo, what he got to lose? you know what I'm saying? So I can see the vibe he's giving already. You know what I'm saying?
I say that because Tibbs and Frank Isola, for example, they known each other for 20 years. He don't give us bad press no more. Bondi, these dudes. Like it don't really be bad press no more, and I wonder if it's because Thibodeau is our coach and
I think that's because of me and you, because the backlash of fans like me and you that's saying, listen, we don't want to hear the bullshit no more. That's why you don't hear nothing from Bondi, and why you definitely don't hear nothing from Frank Isola. Frank Isola tries not to even talk about basketball anymore. Just the simple fact that we killed them. Because people don't want to hear that bullshit no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about all the side stories and, the Knicks can't do this. Hey, yo, man, shut up. Be quiet. Nobody wants to hear that shit no more. So I think we we shut those guys down already because Knicks fans already proved it, man. We got people hanging out with me in the chat. Some of these other shows, man, they got like hundreds of people in the chats because they don't want to hear that bullshit. They want to hear the Knicks shit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I'm all about the Knicks, man. I do not like hearing that bullshit, man. Look, when I first started my pod, bro, it felt like every pod that I was recording, it felt like I was trying to find excuses for bad product. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're so passionate about what you do, and you'll be like, you know what, man, fuck it, man. I'm gonna find some stats. I'm gonna find some numbers. I'm gonna make it sound good. But now we actually got good product, and I'm not used to this, y'all. I'm not used to this. You talking to me for the past few weeks. You know I've been telling you. You haven't heard me say tank in about a week.
You good for a good tank talk, man. I know that shit.
You haven't heard it from me though, because I'm seeing progress. Like I like what I'm saying. It's genuine. It's fun to watch. One more story, because I know the Hawks game is about to come on with the Knicks. I hope we cut their ass.
Oh yeah, 725. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Last season, bro, I was watching certain Knicks games with my girl, right? And she'll be sitting next to me, and we be getting our ass kicked most of the games. She'd be like, she'd tap me on my shoulder, be like, "Babe, you all right?" And I just look at her. I won't say nothing. I just look at the screen, and I will not talk for the rest of the game. But this year, I'm over there, I'm jumping up. I'm like, oh! I'm like, Big Dog Randall. And it's good to see that the Knicks is finally winning, man. It's great, bro. It's great. I ain't talking tank in a minute, man.
Last season, man, I wasn't even watching. After a certain point, I wasn't watching games anymore because it was just the same story over and over again with Fizdale coaching. I didn't start watching games again, after the whole beginning of the season until we fired him and got Mike Miller here. I used to be the dude on the sleeping and whatever, reaching in the middle of the night, looking at my phone, checking the score. Once I see the score and it confirmed that they lost, okay, cool. I put my phone back and just turn around and go back to sleep. I had no emotional attachment to anything that was happening last year until we got Frank. Yeah. One more thing before we go. You was mentioning Frank and Knox, man. That sounds like something that you get at a Jewish deli, man. Something you put on a bagel. Hey, let me get some Frank and Knox on a bagel.
Oh man, yo, that's crazy, man. I hope. I just pray that Knox play, man. I really want to see him play, man. That's all I got, man. I'm tired of seeing Knox on the bench, bro. I'm tired of watching Bullock. I think that's what it is. Like, I'm just sick of it. Like, but whatever, we winning. We'll be all right.
Yo, they there's somebody out there that was saying they can't stand seeing DSJ on the bench. They want to see him play. So I mean, those guys can just turn on the sports, whatever, their NBA TV, and they could watch him play for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to see him on the bench. So we might I think in a week or so, maybe a month, we might be talking the same shit about Knox. And I think you're gonna be the first person that I'm gonna call. You already know that shit already. If Knox is on that block. I mean, if he gets traded to the next block.
Yo, if he get traded, I might need a day. I might need a day. I might call out. And I might call out of work.
If you take a week, I think everybody will understand, man. But I definitely will check in and make sure that you're good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be doing nothing harmful to yourself. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. But you alerted me. I didn't even realize the time. It's about to be Knicks time, man. So let's let everybody get out of here so they can get ready for the game. And thanks for coming in, man. Shout out all your stuff.
Yes, sir. My God, Dollar Knicks, bro. Anytime, bro. Let's hope we kick the Hawks' ass, man. That's what we need to do, man. Let's hope we do that, man. But I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Once again, you can find State of New York Knicks on all these platforms, all these audio platforms. You can also find Die Hard Knicks on those platforms too, man. I still got my solo podcast going on too, man. So check out for both of us. Make sure you subscribe and all that shit to both of our channels and both of the things that we do. And I'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace, State.
Peace, my guy.